I'm the gear right, husband, dad, and this is TechCraft, where blocks become machines. Welcome to Stoneblock 4.
Anomalous entity detected.
Welcome to the World Engine Restoration Knowledge Base. I am the Echo of Guidance, assigned to assist emergent intelligent life throughout their journey, using knowledge compiled from others who have succeeded before them. The World Engine is a powerful construct containing the cumulative knowledge of all humankind. Without that knowledge, it can become unstable and severely affect entire realities, as you can see with this stone world. Check your quest book often. We will provide you with further instructions and access to additional knowledge upgrades as you restore more World Engine archives. Now that you have activated the work protocol, the portal upstairs has become traversable. Statistical models show increased motivation when provided tasks yield rewards. As such, the WERK will provide you with currency when objectives are completed. These may be exchanged with any Echo to request items from their item printers labeled as shop. The WERK shops contain a wide array of items and resources, most of which are only available a specific Echo based on their domain of knowledge. While this knowledge may not prove essential to restoring the World Engine, some items are only accessible via printing.
Right away, Stoneblock 4 does something really cool. The echoes give this world an actual sense of presence, and it immediately makes the experience feel more intentional. This is the Echo of Guidance, and once we step through the portal, it's time to get started. But first, we're treated to this nice cutscene. Before we step through the portal and begin our journey, we'll take a quick look at the quest book. So, under the Getting Started tab, we have our first quest, A Mysterious Path. Welcome to the Archive of Guidance. Speak with the Echo to begin your journey. Note, if you're playing with friends, complete this quest first and reach your home base before inviting others to your team. This is important because this is what's going to allow you all to work within the claim and have the same permissions. The Echo of Guidance has directed you to create your first home. Head out of the archive and enter through the giant portal to create your place in this world. So we're going to do that now. We have a few different options for world creation. There's a dark and eerie blackout zone, a dark and mysterious cave, a vibrant colorful cherry tree, a ruined pre-industrial complex, a lush warm mangrove cave, or a rugged and resilient tough cave. But we are going to go with the dark and mysterious cave as it is your absolute default stone block layout. You start with a small room in the stone with a single torch. Like all stone block packs, everything starts with stone. Punching stone will give us pebbles, pebbles will craft into cobble, and cobble will get us our first crafting table and tools. We've got some pebbles. We're going to hop into the quest book real quick. We'll grab our rewards from entering the portal and starting our world. And then we're going to talk quick about some events. So this pack comes with random events that are disabled by default. To enable them, complete this quest. Some events might contain jump scares. You can toggle each event using the command /events toggle event. For example, if you want to disable the jump scare event, you can use the command /events toggle FTB creeper. Very simple, straightforward. If there's an event you don't want to happen, you can turn it off. And it's going to give us our first loot bee event. So out of this, what are we going to get from this guy? We get an egg. That's definitely a good start. I'll take it. We've got a piece of coal, another egg, and another egg. Okay, so we got some eggs and an iron ingot. Look at that. We get iron ingot right off the start. And a honeycomb. All right. One of the biggest quality of life features in this pack is compression. 9 blocks can be compressed into 1, and that process can be repeated multiple times. Compressed blocks hammer directly into their compressed next stage, which massively improves our efficiency. There's also a quick compress feature that's incredibly useful. So using K compresses a stack, and Shift K compresses all valid stacks in your inventory. This doesn't work inside chest interfaces, but it does work in crafting tables for full 3x3 recipes, and it saves a ton of time once you get used to it. Just really quickly gonna craft up a hammer. We're gonna grab some cobble, throw that into a formation like that, grab some sticks. 3 sticks and a cobble on either side is gonna give us a stone hammer, and away we go. We're gonna open up progression really quick now. So hammers are gonna enable us to crush cobble into gravel and gravel into dirt, and that's gonna let us open up some more resources here. We'll get right to that and grab a little bit of stone here. Okay, so now that we've got a little bit of dirt and we've got a spot cleared out that we can grow a tree in, we're just gonna... Oh, I forgot to make a crook, so we'll just run over to our crafting table, and I need a little bit more cobble. So we'll grab that real quick. Alright, now that we got a little bit more cobble, we can make ourselves a couple more sticks, and then we can make a crook. So a crook is just 4 sticks in an upside down L shape in your crafting grid, just like this. And we're going to take that and we're going to just use it and break all this dirt, and you can alt-mine for this, and that's going to give us a whole bunch of different saplings. We're just going to go with oak because it grows in the smallest area. There we go. And it doesn't have a whole lot of chance of growing huge, and we're going to have to chase logs all over the place. So we'll grab a little bit of wood here real quick. And now that we have some wood going, we're just going to clean up our hotbar a little bit. We don't need the crook. We're going to grab some wood, a couple of planks, make ourselves a set of shears, wooden shears. And real quick, plant a sapling there, squat a few times, twerk on it. There we go. And we'll just take the leaves real quick. There we go. And punch some more wood. And with that, we can make some more sticks and take that piece of coal that we got from the bee. That makes it real easy. We don't have to burn any wood to make charcoal. Campfire. Yeah, we're just going to put it, I don't know. Let's put it over here for some light right now. And we'll throw a few leaves in there, let them cook up. Let's grab some quest rewards. We've done the hammer and the crook. We've gotten saplings and we've got leaves. Alright, so our next step is going to be straw. So to get straw, that's what we're drying the leaves out for, but we need a little bit of water too. Water's helpful. So we're going to side quest real quick. We'll make ourselves a wooden basin. And that is just 7 logs in a U shape in your crafting grid. And you're going to take that guy and some leaves, and you're going to put him down, throw leaves on top of it, and jump. Now these are completely random. Sometimes you'll get a half a bucket, sometimes you'll get a bucket, 2. I think the most I've ever seen was 2.5 buckets out of a single leaf. There we go, there's our dry leaves. Throw a little bit more on. So yeah, we've got water. These hammers are from the Just Hammers mod. So they'll break in a 3x3x1 for the early. You can get different cores from the Echoes, and that will augment the way they break. You can get 3x3x1, 5x5x1, or up to 3x3x3 and 5x5x5s. I don't know if they go any bigger. We'll have to look into that later, but leaves are dried out. They can be used to make stronger fibers, so we've cooked them on the campfire. We're going to place them, and it's really important that you break these with a crook. Otherwise, you're not getting anything from them. Where did they go? What? Where are they? Oh, Quantum Goat. Quantum Goat approaching. Oh, there's my leaves. Where is he? There you go. There we go. That was a reminder from my computer, not the game. For anyone that is wondering, and we're just going to break these with a crook. And now we've got 16 straw. So what we can do with straw is we can take sticks and pebbles and a straw, and that is going to craft us our first crude brush. Now these are fairly low in durability. They will last a lot longer for you than they will for an unearther. But that's just because, you know, Ultimine things. So we're going to real quick bust down some more cobble. Just a few pieces, and we'll make gravel. We're going to put that gravel down, and we're going to hit it with our brush. That gravel will yield us our first iron and coal, I believe it is. We'll check real quick here. We're going to Ultimine brush it. Nice feature. Unfortunately, you cannot brush a compressed blocks, so keep that in mind. You do have to place them in their base form. Yeah, so we got some iron. You're going to real quick K to compress that. Just get used to that mechanic early on. You're going to use it a lot. So yeah, we're going to grab a little bit more stone here. Okay, so the next thing that we got to do here is we got to build ourselves a furnace. So real quick cobblestone in the crafting grid, and we're going to flop him down right about here. Now we're going to chuck in a log and another plank to get it burning. That's going to make our first charcoal. That's another quest completion. And then we're going to throw our iron in, and we're going to smelt that up into some iron ingot. Alright, so now that we've got 3 iron ingot, we're just going to make ourselves a bucket, and we're going to grab that water after we make a little bit more. Oh, that was just useless. Oh, come on. You got to be standing on the edge to jump high enough. And then, see, now this one's going to give us a lot of water, because we're just bouncing on it, bouncing on it, bouncing on it. And now we have 3 1/4. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to set up a infinite water source. I don't know. We'll just throw it right here for now. That's not going to stay there, but... Okay, so now we have water. We won't need that basin out anymore. We've created our crude brush, so that is technically the first part of this chapter completed. So really quick here, we're just going to take a bit of gravel, break it down, and we're going to take dirt and break it down into sand, and then we're going to break the sand down into dust, and that is just to complete the next couple of side quests, if you will. And the reasoning for that is because we want to get bonsai pots. Now, to get clay for our bricks for our bonsai pots, we're going to need clay, and clay comes from sand. Now, we also need grass seed so that we can see some grass and we can get some passive mob spawns going on in here. Really quick, yeah, we've got that one done. That's going to give us some more sand and dust that we can then turn around and brush into some more resources. So we're just really quickly going to grab some more cobble so that we have some more resources to break down. So really quick, what we're doing here is we've brushed some dirt and gotten ourselves a couple of grass seeds. We're just going to throw a little bit of dirt down in the floor. This is going to be our farm area, I believe. So we're going to want that to grow over there. Just real quick, throw tiny coal and a stick together. That'll give you a tiny torch. Little bitty guy there. And that is just going to allow our grass to spread and grow because it will not spread in darkness. Just like you cannot plant crops in darkness. You have to have a certain light level. So with that, we've got our more dust and more sand. So we're going to take that sand they gave us. We're going to brush that up real quick, but we're going to make a little bit more from this dirt. Hammer that. And then we'll take that. Oh, drop my hammer. Okay, and then we're going to take that sand. We're going to put that down. Yeah, that should be good. We'll do that and brush away. It's going to give us some clay balls. And we're going to turn around, take those clay balls, shove them in our furnace with a piece of coal. Charcoal. And that's going to give us our bricks. We're just going to wait for those to smelt up real quick. We'll brush some dust down here real quick while we're waiting for those bricks to smelt up. And that'll hopefully give us our next quest completion, or some of the stuff we need for it anyway. So we got bone meal and some gold. We will need the gold later on, and bone meal will come very much in handy in our next episode. And we'll take a look at our quest book. So the only thing left in here really is the bonsai pots and chickens. We can't really get chickens started till we get a feather. We got a couple eggs, but we'll save that for a little bit later in next episode. Chickens are going to open up our main resource production for a lot of our basic resources. And they're just going to, I don't know, I have a pretty good idea for the roost room for them. But yeah, so we've got our bonsai pot done. We can't do the chickens, which means I think it's time that we go and see the Echo again. Okay, so now that we've got access to wood, we're going to make some chests, clean out our inventory. We'll collect our quest rewards up till this point. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of grinding out, open our area up here a bit, and set up some furnaces, or a furnace anyway. And then we will go and see the Echo. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, so now that we've got our furnace set up to automatically produce us charcoal forever until those axes that are in there break, I think it's time to go to spawn and see the Echo. So here we are back at the Archive of Guidance, and we are going to speak with the Echo of Guidance and see what's next.
As you are now aware, my primary directive is to restore the world engine. However, it cannot be accessed directly as its core is sealed deep within the center of the world beyond an impenetrable barrier to protect its internal systems from those who do not follow the proper WERK protocol. Access will require teleportation using chronon energy. Chronon is a powerful energy source capable of opening time-space gateways. A chronon generator will passively store chronon within a chronon cell. We have located a healing spring north of your base, which will provide you with necessary resources to craft this generator.
So with that, we now have our next mission in this stone world. So we'll take a quick look at the shop. We can get random food items, torches, and the quest book at the moment. That will open up more as we complete more and more of the Echo's quests. Oh, we can't use that home yet. I guess we have to get the generator first. So we're going to take a quick run upstairs, back to the portal. You can use creative flight here. Just double jump to get flying if you ever want to take a quick look around. Alright, so back at base here, we need to do a couple things. We need to get a villager, which means we need a zombie villager, and that means we need a mob farm. With that, we will get that done, and we will get a villager, haul him out to the spring. We need to get amethyst, so I guess we'll do that first, and we need a tunnel out to the healing spring. So we will, well, get going. He said it was to the north, so we're just going to go north and get digging. Okay, so after a lot of digging, we have finally made it, and we are getting our first look at the healing spring. Ooh, hey, that's deep slate. Let's dig a little bit of a staircase in here. I don't like having to jump up to get out. And there we go. This is our first look at the healing spring. It's a little dark in here. We might come back and light it up. We might leave it the way it is. Yeah, we'll light it up a little. But I'm going to grab some moss while we're here. Just loot up a little bit of resources. I do recommend looting up all the resources on this little platform here. A couple of blast furnaces, a decorative pot, a smithing table, all these things. The smithing table is clutch because it gives us a speed run into our salvaging table for the archaeologist, I believe it is. Maybe the geologist, I'm not sure. I can't remember which one's which. Alright, so now that we're back at base, we're just gonna real quick throw a bunch of things in some chests, clear out the inventory. Alright, that chest's full. We're gonna keep those on us. We'll throw another one down here, and we'll get rid of that. We're gonna keep these and those, and we're just gonna make a bunch of hammers because our next task is to dig the mob farm. So next time we stop surviving and we'll start scaling. Mob farms, villagers, and the systems that are going to power this world. I'm the Gear Rate, and I'll see you in the next one.